mouse here. Oh.
I should have left it on.
You and Baba called the police and there's a random man.
I should have been like nice singing and then mute myself.
You were like, wait a second. Homer, you turned to a girl.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wait.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
How's everyone?
Alhamdulillah, shukran.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, inshallah, we'll get started in a few minutes.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Holy moly. Holy moly.
Somebody feel like singing?
Hey, Baba. Baba. After part of this, I'm going to Arabic class and I'll do something with her. Yeah. It's about to start. So I'll just do something with her afterwards. And I'll just
Okay, inshallah. It looks like most people are here, so inshallah we'll start. Like 9 people already, alhamdulillah. Nahmuduhu wa nusalli ala rasulil kareem. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. So alhamdulillah, once again we are here seeking knowledge, inshallah. As our journey is progressing, we are learning more and more stuff. Now just few words about the current situation, as we are all stuck in our homes and masajid are closed, and we are missing a lot of activities we used to do on a daily basis. So in other words, having this class, and I know everybody might be stressed out or some anxiety, some fear, everybody's feeling that way. But inshallah, continuing this class is to show to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that whether it's a time of ease or difficulty, we are dedicated bunch of people who are not going to stop seeking knowledge and will keep connecting to the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Is everybody share the vision with me?
Yes.
Yes, we do, Baba. Jazakallah khair.
Yeah. So today, let me give you a quick review of what we did last time. Okay. And what are we trying to do? Okay.
Daniel, Myra, stop.
So what we did last time, we are in the making sentences phase, right? We are making sentences. And what kind of sentences we are making? We are making the jumla ismiya, correct? And in the jumla ismiya, we have gone, quite a bit further, where we have tried a lot of things, and we are trying to make sentences with murakkab jari. Okay. Last time we learned what murakkab jari is. So today I want to, maybe last time I forgot, maybe I was going too fast. I want to differentiate between murakkab jari and harufe,
Myra, put the kettle on boiling.
right? So do you guys know the difference between uh, murakkab jari and harufe jara? Can somebody tell the difference?
Murakkab Jari is a combination of Haruf Jara and Marfu alayh
No, not majroor.
Majroor.
So for example, harufe jara we learned was, for example, one of the harufe jara is fi, right? One of them is min,
Yeah.
right? One of them was
La.
b,
Ji.
and then one of them was lam,
Li,
and then we also
li,
have this, right?
La.
and la.
So this is harufe jara, and by the way, we have also from nouns we have jumped into particle, meaning harf. Remember the part of the speech? How many parts of speech we had?
Three.
Three. Noun, verb,
Verb.
and then the particle, right? Or in Arabic, we said ism, fail, and harf. So we have already got into the harf category with huruf jara. This is ha. Okay? So these are huruf jara, and we learned also the point that some of them are single letters, like we have one ba here, letter ba, and then we also have combination of two letters, fi and ya, and mim and noon, and here is single letter again, and then we have a long list of things. Now I said how many haruf jara in total?
4.
How many?
11.
11.
Last time.
We're gonna learn 10 now.
No. How many?
11.
10,
There's a bigger number than that.
15.
17,
70.
17, but out of those 17, the most widely used in the Quran are 10 or 11, and those are the one we studied. Okay, so if I say fil bayti, so what happened here? So this is haruf jar or harf jar, and this is majroor. Okay, al bayti, the in the house. What is the translation of this? In the house. Is that a sentence?
Say good night.
In the house. Is this a sentence or a phrase?
Phrase.
Phrase.
Phrase. And we are learning phrases, and phrase murakkab jari is out of murakkab naqis. And what is a murakkab naqis? The incomplete sentence, known as, we can call it a fragment, or we can call it a phrase. Agree? So this is what we have covered so far in the last session. And we did a lot of examples. We went through the whole list of 11 letters, and then we made the murakkab jari, and then we used the whole murakkab jari in a sentence. For example, if I say Zaidun fil bayti, who can translate this for me?
Zaid is in the house.
Zaid is in the house. So Zaid, welcome brother Nasib.
Thank you.
Zaid is in the house. So who can tell me where the mubtada is?
Zaidun.
Zaid.
Zaid is mubtada. And what is this?
Khabar.
Murakkab jari.
Khabar.
تعلق
It is
خبر
murakkab jari, but in this sentence, right now it is the
Khabar.
khabar. Now, what did we say about the murakkab jari? Can it be khabar or it replaces the khabar?
It can
Muta'alliq
replace.
khabar as well.
This
Muta'alliq
was
khabar.
mutalliq khabar.
Mm.
Mutalliq khabar. But mutalliq khabar can overtake the khabar and it can come in the place of khabar. So this is supposed to be mutalliq khabar, but in this case it has taken over and we are saying this is khabar. What is the another attribute about haruf jara? That when a noun comes out after it, what happens to it?
It has kasra.
It
Yes.
goes into the state of jar, which is
Yeah. Yeah.
in this case is donated by a kasra. Why? Because al bayt is singular.
Mm.
Got it? Okay, so this was the review. Now, what are we trying to do today is very interesting. I'm going to switch my screen sharing with you guys for a little bit and then we'll continue from there. I want a new share and I want to go here. Okay. All right. So before I do that, I'm going to use a different book today, but I need to show you something. And if you know Urdu, then you're most welcome to read this. Okay, this one. Okay, who remember this? You have to go a few sessions back when we were making sentences. Let me remind your refresh your memory. When we were looking at capacity, how many categories of capacity we have in our subject?
Two.
Ma'arifa. No, capacity. How many categories we said that anything out of these categories are ma'arifa?
5
5. Very good.
5.
One of them was
وما
Alam.
اسم ضمير
Prepositions.
okay. What was after alam?
Pronouns.
اسم ضمير. اسم ضمير.
Yes,
ضمير.
pronouns or isme zamir. So these are the zamaya. Okay. Now the question is, how many status a noun can have?
3.
3. And these are pronouns, so they are also nouns. So they also have 3 statuses, correct? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so these ones are the pronouns of the halat rafa.
Mm.
What are these?
حالة رفع.
Halat rafa. So these are known as attached pronouns. What are they known as?
Attached.
Attached pronoun. We have already covered these when we were making sentences. For example, we said huwa muslimun, huma muslimani, hum muslimuna. Now remember, hiya muslimatun, huma muslimatani, hunna muslimatun. Is it coming back to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just refreshing your memory that these are the one we learned when we were making sentences, but these are the one with the halat rafa. So the difference between halat rafa and nasab and jar, because nasab and jar, the pronouns are same, and we are going to learn today the nasab and jar ones. So, but in order to do that, you also had to refresh your memory about these ones. Okay. So, who remember this? What does ghaib mean?
Third person.
Third person. Hazir, second
Second.
person. Mutakallim, first person. So when
Speaker.
you're talking about huwa means he. Huma means two male. Hum mean they. Huma also mean they, because in English I don't have the words for two. So I will say hum, they, two men. And hum, they, more than two men. Making sense?
Are these attached or detached?
These are attached. Sorry, these are detached.
Detached, yeah.
Okay, so let's keep that in mind, because the attached ones in here, if I send, if you say the sentence again, I said huwa Muslim or huwa Muslimun. You see, they're not attached; they are separate. Huwa is separate and Muslimun is separate. Making sense?
Mm.
Okay. So this one was huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. So remember these, so that next chart when I show you, these are the one which are the
Attached.
attached ones. Okay. So what is the difference? This huwa becomes just who. You notice that? Huma is still the same huma, and home is still the same home. You see there is a line here, which means we attach it to something. Before it, we attach it with them. They come in the end. These come in the beginning, and these come towards the end. And we'll see a lot of examples, inshallah, today. So, hu, huma, hum, ha, huma, hunna. But for the second person, we used to have anta in the rafa. Here we have qa, kuma, kum, ki, kuma, kunna. And for the mutakallim first person is ya and na. Is everybody clear on that? Yes?
Yeah.
A little bit louder will help, you know. If you guys
Yes. Yeah.
need
Yeah.
some water, please tell me some food. I can email it.
Virtual food.
Tell me whatever you want. Online, I can give you anything. Okay, so let me show you another chart, a different one. And then when I'll go back to my camera, then inshallah, you'll start to see, I will handwrite a few things. Look at this one. You see what's happening here? It's the same chart. But here, there is one, let me see if I can see this, the opposite who. And here is a, you know, like a alif. Okay, so this who, depending on some rule, can become as who or he. And similarly, this is huma, but it could also be hima. You see that? And same thing, home can also be him. I'll explain to you when I write it down on a piece of paper, but if you look at this chart, I'm only showing you this one. Come on, it's not letting me. You see there is only dhamma here, but in this chart you can see the dhamma the opposite way and also this one. So this huma and hima, they can both come in a certain category. I'll show you why. Ha is same thing, ha, and this huma or hima again, hunna or hinna. Making sense?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So inshallah, with this, let me quickly go back to my, where should I take you from here? Okay, so I'll take you to this nice book right here. Okay. Now, do you remember this lam? What is this lam? This is our haruf jara, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now look what we are doing. If we attach it with the pronoun, then it becomes lahu. What does it become?
Who?
You know, guys, it looks like you haven't eaten anything today. Come on, guys, speak up. I can't hear you.
Lahu.
Lahu.
Lahu. So what is the meaning of lahu?
For
For
him.
him.
For him. What is the meaning of lam? Remember the haruf jara lam? We studied
For
four, right? So who here in the attached one or in the detached one, the meaning was he. And in here, what is the meaning? Him. We are associating something with him. So for him. Lahum. Lahum is what?
For them.
For them. You see the missing one is the musanna one.
Yeah, the for two. Yeah.
The for two will be lahuma, and I'll show you. Lahu, lahuma, and the female
Lahuma.
ones are missing too here. Do you see that? The female
Yeah.
ones are also missing. So I'm gonna inshallah take you to my camera because it looks like you guys are okay here. Let me see if I can do a new share. Okay. Can you guys see my computer, my page now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So let's say, first of all, I want to describe you what we have learned. We have who and he, right? This was ghaib and is wahid, and what is it? Muzakkar. You with me so far? And then huma, it could also have this, or it could also have
Hima.
hima. Making sense? This is sorry, actually this was wahid. This is no, wahid should not come here. Wahid is here, and this is musanna, and this is jama. Okay, and this is gonna be hum or him. Okay, so let's talk about this. This ha, you can write it different ways. For example, but I'm gonna write it with this goal like this. So sometime it comes like this. There is one variation in the Quran. You will see when there is a ha, there is the opposite dhamma on it. Okay, so what is the rule here? The rule is when there is a dhamma, please write it down, or fatha on the noun before the pronoun, we have this kind of ha. Let me give you an example. If I say kitab, okay, what is kitab?
Book.
Noun.
Yeah, now if I want to say his book, right? Kitabu hu.
Who.
What am I going to say? Kitabu
Tabu.
hu.
Kitabuhu.
Tabuhu.
So kitab is a singular noun. In the halat rafa, it's going to have a dhamma, right? So then in this case, I said if there is a dhamma on the noun before it, then this will have the opposite dhamma here. Or if I have kitabahu, then it will have this. You see what I'm saying here? I'm saying that kitab, if it has the pesh, and then I am trying to connect with the who, I am saying his book, then what happened? What kind of dhamma will come here? Is the opposite dhamma. Making sense?
Then what's the difference between kitabuhu or kitabahu?
Meaning is the same. Okay?
But they
But
both have opposite.
yes, but look at this. In this the book is halat rafa, and here is the book is nasab. So the Zamir has the opposite page. So I'm telling you the rules that why in the Quran, why sometimes you see this ha with the opposite dhamma, sometimes you see the ha with the kasra, and sometimes you see the ha with this kind of kasra, and sometimes you see the ha with the front dhamma. And notice that next time you will find these 4 variations in the Quran. If you haven't noticed so far, inshallah next time when you're going to be reading Quran, you will notice that sometimes it has the opposite. So, and the rules are the following. I give you the rule for the first one. When there is a dhamma or fatha on the noun before the pronoun, then it has the opposite.
Okay.
Are you ready for the second rule?
So wait, is there a pronunciation difference between the opposite of Dhamma and this
It's going
Dhamma?
to be kitabuhu, kitabu, kitabahu. Kitabuhu, kitabahu.
Kitaba.
This is kitaba, this is kitabu.
But in both the cases, it's the opposite dhamma on the ha.
Yes. So I'm telling you that if when you're using attached zamir and you're using the first one for the muzakkar, so when you are attaching it with something, depending on haraka of the noun or verb or whatever is going to come here, it takes the opposite dhamma when the last letter of the noun is dhamma or fatha. I said dhamma or fatha. So in this example, is this letter kitab, does it have dhamma?
Yes.
So then the who will take the opposite dhamma.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
trying to explain the rules from the book of Arabic language. I'm not making up the new rules for you. I'm just explaining to you sometime in the Quran when you see this, the reason for that is based on the haraka of the noun before it.
The pronunciation is the same.
No, in this one it will be kitabuhu, kitabahu.
No, the last pronunciation for the last letter.
The last one is who, because that is dhamma. Okay, so let's look at the second rule, then maybe you'll start to see the difference. Okay, so the second rule is if there is a kasra, then the pronoun has this, like this. There is a alif or a standing alif there underneath. So for example, if I say kitabi,
He.
he. Okay. Okay. Now, you guys are probably getting confused. So let me explain to you. Remember in the few lessons back, we learned mudaf and mudaf ilay. Right? Did we learn the mudaf ilay? Remember?
Yes.
So if I give you example, if I say Zaid book, right? Can I say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can also say book of
Zaid.
Zaid, right? So what is mudaf here?
Zaid.
Is mudaf
Book.
The book.
because we are relating the book to who?
Yeah. The Zaid.
So Zaid is our mudaf ilay. Remember?
Yes.
Now, if we do the Arabic of that, we said is gonna be
Kitabu Zaidi.
Kitabu Zaid
Zaid.
din,
B.
because
Zaidin.
mudaf brings the mudaf ilay into what? Halat jar. Correct?
Yes.
So here is kitab and here is Zaid, right? Now imagine if I have to say the next sentence, if I have to say his book. Okay? So in this case, what is mudaf?
His.
Book.
Book.
Again. Okay.
What is mudaf ilay? His, right? Making sense? Because pronoun, what is a pronoun? Pronoun is a noun which is used in place of a noun. If I say Zaid came or Zaid bought a book, this is his book or his book. So I can use Zaid or the pronoun to talk about him, correct? In this case, this is ghaib, like this is the third person, right? I'm saying his book. So let's do the example again. So if I say kitabu, what is the his is? Zamir is this.
Kitabuhu.
Right? So based on this dhamma, this will have the opposite. And how we're gonna write it? Kitabu. Now you see why am I telling you this? Look at this. See this right here? and this right here, does it have any difference? No difference, right? Because it's kitabu hu. So another thing you learned today, that using pronouns which are of nasab and jar, they are also known as mudaf mudaf ilayh, because they, when they come with a noun, they show the relationship with that pronoun. Okay, I know most of you are quiet, so I don't know what that means. That
So
means,
in what case would we have kitabihi? Like,
okay. Now again, if you say kitabihi, here I said kitabu hu, right? What about if I have kitabi and then I have hu, right? Here it is in halat rafa. The book is in halat rafa. Here is in halat
jar.
So again, it's gonna have the opposite. Who? Kitaba, kitabi. No, sorry, what the Zair one was. Sorry, I changed. It was like the down one. Kitabi he, his book.
Okay.
Making sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the rule. If there is a kasra, then the pronoun has the standing alif under the ha. Third rule. Let me give you an example. Kitabi, and there is a ya sakina here. Kita, and then it will have the regular kasra in it. If you have, the rule is, if there is a ya and it is sakin, then you have this kasra underneath. Making sense? Okay. You know, sometime when there are rules, you don't question why and how, and you just learn it because the people of the language have defined it that way. So the sooner you stop fighting with the fact that why is it like that, just try to clear the concept that, okay, anytime I have a situation like this, the pronoun I have is going to have this kind of Arab. Okay, then again, if I have the fourth rule, which is, if there is a sakin alphabet or harf, or if there is alif, and if there is alif, then I will have the who with the like this. So an example is kita ba hu. You see that? Kitaba hu. Now, who can tell me what is this? This is halat nasab, right?
Nasab.
And it's muzakkar because there is an alif here. So kitabahu. In this case, and if we use the preposition like min, then it's gonna be min hu. All right, min hu. So how do I write it? Min. So what happened here? Here was the alif, and here is the harf sakin, because this noon is sakin here. So if there is a sakin before the pronoun, then it's the straight dhamma here. Making sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So going back to here. So we have covered so far this much. Okay. So what about this? When are we going to use huma and when are we going to use hima? When are we going to use hum or when are we going to use him? Do you want to know the rules for that?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay, so the rule for that is if there is kasra or there is ya sakin, then we have the following. I'll give you the example and then that will make you understand. So we have something like rab, right? Okay, rab is usually like this, rabbi. So it's gonna be rabbi,
Uma.
or let me give you another example. Remember the letter ba? It has the kasra underneath it, right? What is the letter of ba means? The haruf jara
With.
ba means
Yeah.
With.
in,
With
with,
near.
right? So if I want to say with him, how do I say with him? Or if I want to say with them two people,
Bihem.
Bihuma.
Bihuma.
bihuma. So it's gonna be b. So it's gonna be bihima. Why? Why didn't I say bihuma? Because
Kasra.
there is a kasra, so it's gonna be bihima and not bihuma. Making sense? Similarly, if I want to say with them all, more than three, more than two, two plus,
Bihem.
be
Bihem. Bihem.
be him.
Him.
So you now remember, if there is a kasra, then it is going to be the hima one or him one. Okay. Similarly, if I have something like this, alay. Remember that haruf jara alay,
Yes. Upon.
right? Upon. So it's gonna be like alay hima, because there is a ya sakin here.
Sakin.
Alayhima and then alay him. Makes sense?
Yes.
Okay. So if that was the case, let's talk about the female one. The female one was, we had the ha, again huma or hima, and
Hunna.
Unna.
hunna or hinna. Okay. So this one was muannas, ghaib, wahid,
Jam. Mutanna.
sunna,
Kanna. Jama.
Jama.
jama. Right? So similarly, if alayhim mean with them male, more than two. If I say alay,
Hinna.
it's gonna be
Hinna.
Hinna.
because of the same rule. There is a kasra. Or no, this rule was the yasa.
Yasakina.
Making sense?
Yep.
Okay, let me see. Mashallah, there are 15 people now, and I only hear one or two people. What's going on, guys? Who should I take now?
Everybody said no Juma Salah.
Probably. Brother Kabir, Brother Fawad, mashallah. Where is Brother Fawad? Brother Fawad is here. I saw him. Yeah, right here.
Yeah. I'm responding. Yeah, that is a bit.
All right. Okay. So let's do this again so that we are on the same page. So we have something like ghaib. Okay. And then we have muzakkar. We have muannas. Okay. And then we have wahid, musanna, and jama. Okay. So who, he, huma, hima, him. Everybody with me?
Yes.
What is muannas? Ha,
Huma,
ma,
Huma. Hima.
hima,
huma,
hunna,
Hunna.
huma,
Hinna.
hinna.
hinna. Okay. For him, for they, two men, for them, more than two men. Ha, for her, or, I mean, her, or, her, and her is the one, right? And hima, also, like there for two women, and hunna, there for more than two women. Okay, that was the ghaib. What is the hazir? Muzakkar or no? If you want to get good at these things, you have to write it down. So it was
Anta,
ka, kuma,
ka, kuma,
kum,
kum. Ke,
kuma,
kuma, kun.
kunna. Got it?
Yeah.
That's the hazir. And then the third one is mutakallim. It's the first person, and it was muzakkar was and muannas, they're both the same. Is ya
Ya.
and na. Ya and na. Okay. So these are the zamair for what? For nasab and jar. The good news is for nasab and jar we only have to remember one table. So I'll give you a couple of minutes to write it down, please.
Brother Abid,
Mm-hmm.
can you explain what does it mean, ضمائر نصب and jar?
Say that again.
What is the meaning of ضمائر نصب and jar?
You're talking about why did nasab and jar?
Yeah, like what's the difference between ضمائر رفع and ضمائر نصب and jar?
Okay. So what's going on is, if you go back a little bit, when we were learning ism, how many classifications we need to know before we can understand that thing? The 4 classifications, right? We need to understand the gender, the number, the capacity, and then the status,
Status.
right?
Yes.
How many statuses we have for a noun?
3.
3. And what are the names?
رفع
Rafa,
نصب jar.
nasab, and jar, right?
Yes.
So when we are dealing with a noun, based on its gender and number, we can tell the status. If it's wahid or jama mukassar, we look at the last letter, and with the harakas, to dhamma, to kasra, to fatha, we know the rafa, nasab, and jar. Agree?
Yes.
Okay. But when it comes to musanna, we have to look at the ending sound. For rafa will be the ani sound, and for the nasab and jar will be the aini sound. Remember, muslimani, muslimaini, muslimaini.
Yes.
So we when we remember that chart, if I say, Brother Louis, I want you to give me a dual of Muslim in the Rafa status. So you're gonna give me Muslimani.
Muslim. Yes.
If I say to you, give me Muslimani dual in Nasab, you're going to say Muslimaini.
Yes.
But Nasab and Jar is the same, so you're going to say Muslimaini for Jar as well. But then the context of the sentence will tell you where to use which one, Nasab or Jar. And we were also, when we were talking about Rafa and Nasab and Jar, we said 3 things. We said Rafa usually tells you the subject of the, like the noun is acting as a subject or an object. So So when the halat rafa is normally the subject, halat nasab is the object,
Object.
right? And the jar is the one which shows us the relationship or possession. Remember? So we said in an order for something to be in a status of jar, there are two rules we remember. One is the haruf jara. When haruf jara comes with something, if something follows the haruf jara, it takes that thing into halat jar.
Mm.
Fil bayti. I cannot say fil bayta. Okay,
Mm.
that. And then the second type of condition or the situation when it can go into jar is mudaf mudaf ilay. Okay, a mudaf always forces its mudaf ilay to go into the status of jar. So right now we are learning the pronouns, and the people of the language have divided them into two charts. For the halat al-rafa one, which was the huma, huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, and ana, nahnu, those are the halat al-rafa one. Now, since those are halat al-rafa one, they are the subject.
Mm.
They come as a subject. So if I say who a Muslim, I'm saying that he is Muslim, so he is the one who's Muslim, right? And they are known as detached. They cannot be attached. He says huwa separate and hum Muslim is separate. Huwa Muslimun, huma Muslimani, hum Muslimuna, hiya Muslimatun, huma Muslimatani, hunna Muslimatun. So remember, when I was making when I was detached, when I was using the detached pronouns, I will also keep in mind the status of the noun following it, right? When I said hunna muslimatun, what kind of status I used? I used the jama salim muannas, and I used
Sorry, could you move your pen?
sorry.
Or the
Did I answer your question, brother Louis?
Yes, very well. I'm sorry if I asked a very stupid question because everybody knows it, but I really had a very difficult time. But now everything makes sense to me.
Okay,
Jazakallah.
there is no question is stupid question. It's a very
Yeah.
valid question. I know because we have so many rules, you can get confused. You can also get jumbled up. So
Yes.
questions are actually a good way of learning, by the way.
So what is this last one for the Musanna and Jama for this one at the bottom of the page? What is that
Ya
letter?
and na is
Na.
basically only two. There is if you want to say musanna, also will be na. Okay.
And then what is the name? I forgot the name of first person and second person. Sorry.
Ghaib, hadir,
Ghaib,
mutakallim.
Hadir. Mutakallim, Ghaib, and Hadir.
Hadir. Ghaib is
Hadir.
third person. Let me write it
Yeah.
down. This is third person. Today my handwriting is really bad, guys. It's sticking. Second person.
Coronavirus effect.
Yeah, I got my pen as a coronavirus. Yeah, hold on, first person. Okay. So,
There's lamb.
okay.
Okay.
Can I change this? Can I go to the next subject? Okay. So based on this chart, what are we going to learn now? You will see the application of this chart right away. Okay. So let's say we take letter lam. What is our lam? It's a preposition, right?
Harf jar.
What is the meaning of it? For.
With four.
Or no, I think lam was for four, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if I want to say something like this, if I want to say for him, what am I going to
Lahu.
la, and this is the here. What kind of
Who.
It's gonna be like this.
6.
No, the other way.
The other way.
6.
Okay. Why is it the other way?
Fatha.
Fatha. Mashallah. Somebody's paying attention. So if I say for him, lahu. Then if I say for them, two men, what am I going to say?
Lahuma.
Lahuma.
La huma. Okay. And then la
Lahum.
lahum. Or is it going to be lahum or lahim?
Lahum.
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 It's a fatha.
Okay. So, but in the this rule of opposite one was only for the first case. Remember, for the second case, what do we had the second case?
Islam.
Okay. Okay, don't worry about it. Let's go, keep going. So
Lihim.
ha is for who? For
Her.
lahuma, for her, for them, two female. Making sense?
Lahunna.
Lahunna is for what?
For them.
For them.
Jama.
Jama, female.
Mudakar.
One.
Manath.
One.
For men.
Mudakkar.
Lahunna, for them, female. What about for you?
Laka.
Laka.
Laka. For you too.
Lakuma.
Lakuma.
Lakuma. Very good job. And for you all.
Lakum.
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 Lakum being.
Now, the people who have taken the first class with me, you guys remember this and this. We did not do this.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
What is this?
Lucky.
Lucky. For me.
Key.
For you, she. Like for a female, right? Lakuma and
Lakama.
lahunna.
Lahunna.
Oh. Lahunna.
Remember, for the lady, this hunna part, right? Lahunna.
Hunna.
Okay, for me,
Li.
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 li. For us,
Lana.
Lana.
lana. Okay, so what we need to do, why did we learn the attached pronouns? Because there are a lot of application of these pronouns. We attach them with nouns, we attach them with particles, we attach them with the prepositions. Okay. Okay, so this is one. Now who's going to do the next one? Let's say I take the letter min. Okay, what is the meaning of min?
From.
From.
From. Okay, so if I say from him, what do I have to say?
Minhu.
Minhu.
Minhi.
Minhi.
Min who,
Who.
right?
The other way.
Sorry.
No, this is the right way.
Yeah. The other. This way. Yeah.
For them, two male.
Minhuma.
Min
Huma.
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 You know, you see that, guys, or you don't see that? For
Yes.
them,
Minhum.
Min home.
two plus men, min home. Please write it down, because otherwise you can recognize it, but you will probably forget.
In first case, we are not going to put the ulta page or ulta dhamma or the reverse dhamma.
Okay, if you look at the rules, this is rule number 5. If there is a sakin letter, then it comes with the straight dhamma. So you can see the noon has the sakin here. Noon sakina here, right?
Okay.
So look at rule number 4. And remember, this is only for wahid, muzakkar. Okay, minhuma and minhum, they have their own rules. Okay, if you go back, number 4 rule. Sakin harf or alif. Kabir bhai?
Okay. Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, who can tell me the for her?
Minha.
Minha.
Minha. Okay, what about, please give chance to other people. Brother Fawad, give me the dual.
Minhuma.
Minhuma.
Minhunna.
Good job. Minhunna. Okay. Umar, for me.
Minni.
Minni. Right? And for us.
Minna.
Okay. Now, when I say for us, I could say 2, or I could say minna for us 2 plus.
Yes.
Making sense? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So these are the how many haruf jara we learned? 11. So you can make a combination of these for the all 11 letters or all 11 haruf jara. Okay. So let's look at some other stuff. Let me take you to this page. Okay. And I have uploaded all this today. Now we're already at 10:30 mark. So let's take another 10 minutes and inshallah go through this. And I hope that you guys can see the big picture that what I'm trying to do here, right? So these are the attached pronouns. So what is the difference between attach and detach? Can somebody guide me?
They're like, it's two separate like words, but this one is they're combined together.
Okay. As
Attached.
you see from the word attached, they cannot come
Detached.
alone. They have to be attached to something. Now, are they attached in the beginning or at the end?
At the end.
And
At the end. And what is the meaning of particles here?
the harf.
Particles mean harf. Very good job. So you can see, look at this. For the third person pronoun, hazihil kitabu li Zaidin. Okay. So here we have the name. That this book is for Zaid. Can somebody see the translation here? This, li means either it belongs to him or this book is for him. So here, hazihil kitabu li Zaidin, that this is the book for, or this book belongs to Zaid. But if we have to use a pronoun for him instead of the name, this is a proper noun, right? This is alam, correct?
Yes.
Here I'm saying hazihil kitabu lahu. Kutubu, basically, sorry, I've been saying it wrong. Hazihil kutubu. Kutubu is the plural of kutub, a book.
Kitab.
What kind of book is this? Is it a Jama Mukassar or Jama Salim?
Mukassar.
Mukassar.
So these books belongs to him. Hazihil kutubu lahu.
But just to make sure, so it's hadihi because it's غير عاقل, right? And it's
You're right. Jazakallah Umar. You got it. You know why we said hazihi here?
Jama.
Jama Mukassar.
mukassar.
Right? Because when there is a Jama Mukassar, we have to use the wide Muhannas Ishara, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now look at the next one. Hazihil kutubu li Zaidin wa Salimin. How many people are here?
2.
2.
2. So these books belongs to Zaid and Salim. If we have to use the pronoun, what are we going to use?
Lahuma.
Laha.
Hazihil kutubu lahuma.
Huma.
Okay, so the question for lahuma is for male and female is the same. So basically, if it was Fatima and Aisha, then you know that this lahuma was for female, right? Okay, look at this. Hazihil kutubu lit-tullabi. These books belongs to
Students.
The student.
or for the students,
For
right?
the student.
So this is jama or this is musanna?
Jama.
What kind of jama is this, by the way?
Mukassar.
Sir, mashallah. Now you guys are talking. You like this kind of stuff. I get it now. Okay, hazihil kutubu lahum. What is lahum? Is it male or
For
female?
them.
Male.
Male.
So these books belongs to them, and plural masculine. Okay, hazihil kutubu li Aishata. Now there is a trick question. Why is this li Aishata?
Because it's غير منصرف and
Yeah.
lady?
What is gar munsarif, Madhiya?
Partially flexible.
Partially flexible. Sister Afi is rocking always. Alhamdulillah. So these books belong to Aisha. So if I have to use a pronoun, what kind of pronoun? Attach or detach? Attach.
Attach.
Hazihil kutubu laha. So what you're learning here, you're seeing that these are the particles, the prepositions we learned, and now we are using them in a sentence, and we are using the different pronouns. Okay. Hazihil kutubu li Aishata wa Zainaba. So what happened here? Hazihil kutubu lahuma. This
له.
and this one is the same. How do you know these are female? Just by looking at the context. Here it was Zaid and Salim, and here it was Aisha and Zainab. Making sense?
Yes.
Okay, next one. Hazihil kutubu lit talibati. So these books belong to the female students. Lit talibati. Hazihil kutubu lahunna. Making sense?
Yes.
Okay. So next time, if you inshallah when you read Surah An-Nisa or any surah which has mostly talking about women, you will find this hunna a lot. Antunna, hunna, lahunna, minhunna, this one. And in Surah Yusuf also, when there was the narration of the story of the women when they came to meet the wife of the wazir, the Amir, and there's a lot of hunnas there, right? You guys already recognize that. This was the Zamairul Ghaib. What did that mean? The third person. So the third person pronoun suffixes. Okay. Now look at the Zamairul Mukhatib. Who is the Mukhatib?
Spoken to.
And it's actually Mukhatab. Second person you're talking to. So Ahazihil Kutubu Laka ya Zaidu. O Zaid, are these books yours? Am I asking a question or what am I saying?
Question.
So when you add a alif in front of the sentence, then it becomes a question. Now where is the look at this one. What is this? Laka.
For you.
For you. Or are these book yours? Ya Zaid. Ahazal kutubu lakuma ya Zaidu wa Salimun. Is it musanna or singular?
Musanna.
So O Zaid and Salim, are these books yours? And then ahazihil kutubu lakum ya tullabu. O students, masculine, are these books yours? Okay. So what is this? Male.
Jama.
Plural.
Person. Ahazihil kutubu laki ya Aishatu. Oh Aisha, are these books yours? Can somebody tell me why is Aishatu here and not Aishata?
Yeah.
Because of this ya. Ya is harf nida. We haven't talked about it yet. but this ya is harfe nida. So it brings it the halat rafa. What is the halat rafa of Aisha?
Aisha.
Aisha too.
Very good job. Okay. Ahazihil kutubu lakuma ya Aishatu Zainabu. So what is the thing here? Lakuma is what?
Musanna.
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 Musanna. I'm okay with both of them. Okay. Ahazihil kutubu lakunna ya talibatu. Lakunna.
Muannas jama muannas.
You are.
You are, or student feminine, are these books yours?
Plural, yeah.
Are we understanding the application now?
Yes.
Are we able to see why I had to go through all that details so that you can start to see the bigger sentences and you start to recognize this?
Yes.
Okay. So Zamairu Mutakallim.
Abid, I've got a question on this one, please, before
Yes,
you move to the next one.
Yeah.
All these things, laka, for example, laka doesn't it translate to for you instead of yours? What is correct translation? Is it for you or yours?
Okay. If you say yours, also means the same thing is for you, right? I translate for you because I have learned that lam is one of the translation for lam is for. But and in Arabic, there are a lot of meanings of one word. So here they're using yours, which in meaning is the same thing. For you or yours.
No, it makes difference.
Okay.
Because yours is a possessive thing. Means that now you're sure that this book belongs to them. But when you're asking a question, are they for you? You're not still giving them the possession. The question is still asking, are these books for you?
Understood. But remember, when we are saying that when we are dealing with huruf jara, they take the noun following it into a status of jar. And the status of jar is used to show possession and ownership.
Okay, let me ask you one thing. How would you translate, are these books for you? How would you say
I
that
can
in
say the
Arabic?
same thing. I can say, "Oh Zed, are these books for you?" That will be a right translation as well.
Okay.
Right. So if you, that's what I'm saying. I translate laka for. Here is using you. Min also we have something like from, and it could have many meanings. I would have to go back to one of the last lectures to show you where those meanings were. Let me see if I can find that for you. By the way, I have updated the the Google Drive for you guys. Okay, here. Okay. So here, Brother Javed, look at this. This letter lam. See this lam, for belonging to. You see that? So Alhamdulillah, all
Okay,
praise is for you.
it's got two meanings, that means.
Yes. So in Arabic, one word could have many meanings. For example, look at this. Ila can have two words, at, to, till. Look at this min. From, of, since, then. Right? See that? And we covered this last time, and I forgot to do the recording. That's why I can't give you the video. But look at here. In these 5 sentences, the meaning of min has changed from to among and of and then here. You see that? So depending on the context of the sentence and how you translate it, you have to keep in mind there are multiple meanings to one harf or one Arabic word. So if you want to say, when I didn't read this, I was translating, "Oh Zaid, are these books for you?" If you hear me, if you can rewind me, I was doing the translation like you. I was saying for you. Is that good enough?
Yeah.
Okay. So inshallah we can talk more about that. We can take it offline. So now the mutakallim is actually it's the first person. I think there is a wrong here. This is wrong. Third person this is not third person. This is the typo here. Agree with me? This is the typo. Hazihil kutubu li. These books are mine. I can use it for singular and it's masculine and feminine because the ya is for both male and female. And hazihil kutubu lana. These books are ours. Can be used for dual or plural, both masculine and feminine. Got it?
Yep.
Okay. So then there are some exercises, but instead of doing the exercises, I want to show you something else because we don't have time right now. This article here, or this one I added here, let's take a look at it, and you will appreciate it because these are huruf jara with the examples from the Quran. Okay, so here you can see Allah is on, upon, ila, to, towards. In this book, they're not giving me a whole lot of meanings. Look at this. Here Islam is for or to. Okay, so ala kulubin. Ala kulubin will be kulubun plus ala on hearts. So ala kulubihim. Can you guys translate this now? What is ala?
On.
Right? And kulubihim. What is
Heart.
Their hearts.
On their hearts.
their
On their
hearts? Right? Now we have learned the attached zamair, and you see this is bihim, not bihum. Why is it bihim and not bihum?
Because B is kasra.
Kasra.
Kasra, mashallah. So you got to start to see this. This is from Surah Al-Baqarah. Ala kulubihim wa ala sam'ihim wa ala abtarihim ghishawa. Upon their hearts and upon their hearing and their eyes is a covering. So what I want you to understand, ala, and then kulubihim wa ala and absarihim, sam'ihim. Here the zamair, the attached zamair, you can see. This is what we have been learning in this lesson. So alhamdulillah, now we can see that how many of these are used in an ayah, in a verse. Are you guys feel the same excitement as me, or I'm the only?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So inshallah, look at these.
Yes.
So look at it. Ila samai. Now again, kulubihim is also mudaf ilay. Who can identify that their kulubihim is mudaf ilay? What is the definition of mudaf ilay?
Possessor.
Possessor. Jazakallah khair. Let me ask my existing students who are probably struggling at this moment. Can somebody tell me what mudaf ilay is? What is the purpose of mudaf ilay? Brother Naseem has already given the answer. Brother Fawad.
That's like Rasulullah, so like Rasul of Allah.
I'm talking about kulubihim.
Yeah.
So what is the mudaf here?
Qulub or him, dear.
And him is
Mudaf ilayh.
mudaf ilay. And what is the purpose of mudaf ilay? They relate
Position to something, of something to someone.
Yeah, they relate something to something. So here the hearts are related to them or their. So it's him, their hearts. So when it says their hearts, we see that him is not the alam but the zamair, the attached one. Is the kulub jama salim or jama mukassar?
Jama mukassar.
Very good job. Okay. Summa stawa. Let's go to the next one. Summa stawa ila fasawwahunna sab'a samawat. So what is this? Fasawwahunna. Is it masculine or feminine?
Feminine.
Masculine. Feminine.
As-sama.
Sama is masculine or feminine?
Feminine.
Feminine. So if there is a feminine noun, can we have a masculine in after that? We have to.
No.
So moreover, he set the balance toward the sky, then balance them into 7 skies higher up. From Surah Al-Baqarah, right? Let me reduce the size a little bit so that we can probably see. Okay. Too small, I guess. Okay. Bin nasi. So what happened here? Letter ba.
B.
An-nasu and letter. So bin nasi is it murakkab jari?
Yes.
You see, this is isme, this is huruf jara, and this is majroor.
Majroor.
Bin nasi. And what happened to the nasi? Did he went into
Jar.
kasra?
Jar.
Okay.
Jar.
So bin mean with. Bin nasi with the people. With the people. Okay. Kul a'udhu bi rabbin nasi.
Nasi.
So say I seek the protection of
Fosterer of mankind.
mankind. Okay. Is fi haruf jara?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Is this majroor?
Yeah.
Murakkab jari?
Yeah.
Yes.
In religion. Okay. So wara'aita an-nasa yadkhuluna fi dinillahi
Ilahi.
afwaja. Now why Allah is in kasra or halat jar?
Because of
Feeding.
Religion.
Dini.
Harf jar. Fi.
Fi.
Because of this.
Dinillah.
Feeding.
Okay, because this kasra, this will continue. It will bring the next noun in halat jar as well.
Yes.
And you see people enter the religion of Allah in troops.
Troops.
Okay, here we said in religion, and here we were saying religion of Allah, because religion of Allah is what? Can somebody tell me what religion of deen Allah is?
Mudaf ilayh.
Mudaf ilayh. Jazakallah khair, brother Fawad. MashaAllah. So now we need to, open our minds and put all those rules we have learned so far and start to recognize these things. Okay. Okay. Watini was zaytun. What is here? What haruf jara is here?
What?
Wow. Now remember, I said there is a letter called ta, and what is that used for?
Only Allah.
Taking an oath on behalf of only for Allah.
Allah.
Tallahi. By Allah. When you say Tallahi, it's only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You cannot say Tallahi for anybody else. You only say it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is the meaning of wa here? Is it the same thing?
Yeah. Swear.
So you are basically taking an oath. You're saying by the fig and by the zaytun, the olive. So this is Surah Teen. Watini was zaytuni. Okay. Tallahi. This is the one I was talking about. What is Tallahi means? Swearing by Allah.
Right.
And this has been used in the Quran only for Allah. قَالُوا تَاللَّهِ لَقَدْ عَلِمْتُمْ. They said, by Allah, you know for certain. I'm sure, mashallah, by now you should be able to translate some of these words for yourself. Okay. What is this? Min. Al-ju is hunger. Min al-ju, murakkab jari. Okay. Alladhi at'amahum min ju'in wa amanahum min khawf. You can see min is here and min is here. Here, khawfi jar because of min. Ju'in jar because of min. What is this at'amahum? What is hum?
Them.
Is the attached pronoun.
Amanahum.
Them.
Male or female?
Male.
Male. Is it plural or dual?
Plural.
Jama, plural. First person, third person, or second person?
Third person.
Third
person. Who has fed them in hunger and given them security from fear? See, mashallah. Anil yamini. Anil on the right. Yamin is right. Okay. So anil yamini wa anil shimali. From your right and for your left in groups. Okay. Ka asfun. Ka asfin. Asfun. And when you add the ka to it, it becomes ka asfin. Is ka asfin murakkab jari?
Yes.
Meaning like straw. فَجَعَلَهُمْ كَأَصْفٍ مَأْكُولٍ. which surah is this? Suratul Feel. So that he made them like eaten up husk or straws. What is this hum?
Jam.
Jama, zamir, attached, right? We need to know. And what kind of status? Nasab or jar?
Jar. No, nasab. This is nasab.
In this one is nasab, but these are the zamair we learned today. Now, lillahi. Lillah is also for Allah. Now, brother Javed, if you're there, you see the lam here is translated as for. Are you still there, brother Javed?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. Lillahi ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard. Whatever is in the skies and whatever is in the earth is Allah's. Again, it is used for showing the belongingness or the ownership. Hatta. What is hatta? Another huruf jara. Hatta matla'in. Until break. Matla'in means the break of the morning. Salamun hiya hatta matla'il fajr. Peace, it is till the appearance of dawn. Suratul
Fajr.
Suratul Fajr?
Fajr. Yes.
Suratul Fajr? Think about it.
Qadr.
Qadr. Until now.
All right, guys. Now, I know you guys are tired, but I'm just getting started. So I can on and on. So tell me when to stop because I still have a lot of things to cover. You tell
I think let's stop now.
me to stop. Okay. Jazakallah khair. Inshallah, we'll talk to you next time. Please go through this material on your own. I'm sure with the knowledge I have already transferred to you, you should be able to understand it on your own.
Okay.
So please go through this document, inshallah. Okay, Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallah.
Wa alaikum
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.